All right, hi friends, happy Saturday, right? Yes, it's Saturday, January 11th, I want to say. Yep, it's January 11th. I am coming to you from my very messy bedroom. If I pan this camera, woo, it's very dirty, but that's okay. Tomorrow I fly out to Ghana and it is beyond time to pack. It is currently, what time is it? 2:36. I just came home from running some errands, picking up some last minute things that I would need. But earlier today, I just sort of went through and pulled out most of the pieces that I would need. So I'll show you what they look like now, and then I'll pack them, as many pieces as I can, into the not shopping cubes, packing cubes. So I tried to be as systematic as possible. So I have pants. Can you see? Let me bring it down. I have my bottoms. These are my tops. I'm bringing 2 dresses as well. These are the PJs, casual shorts for like around the house. This is a t-shirt section. I have my towel. And then I also have some scrubs, which I don't know if you can see, but yes, I think you can. I have my scrubs since I'll be going to the hospital for a little bit as well. And then up here, I've got 2 dresses for Sunday, or, you know, church appropriate wear. So yeah, I have a load of laundry drying right now. I don't think I need too many things from that. Just like my satin pillowcase and my head wrap at night. I still have to get together like my skincare stuff, body care stuff, and then like tech and devices stuff. So let's just get packing. I haven't really been in the vlogging mood, but I felt like I should come on here and say hello. Yesterday was hippo ball, which is really fun. This was probably one of the better ones of the 4 that I've been to. So that was nice as the last hurrah. I'm going to go ahead and pack the clothes. I don't think I need to add any more clothes-wise, so I'm going to pack those, and then I'll move on to like shoes, body, skincare, and then tech. And I think I should be good. So watch me while I pack. Good morning from Ghana. It is Tuesday now, January 14th. It is almost 10 a.m. I woke up a little while ago. I did not sleep throughout the flight at all. Wasn't really sleepy. And then by the time I was getting sleepy, it was like, okay, we're about to land now. So didn't really sleep. Then landed. Everything went well. My aunt picked me up from the airport. Went home, showered, ate some breakfast, and then I crashed out for about 2 hours. And then after that, I met up with Richard, who is the person that's helping me organize this whole trip and project. And we drove from Accra over to Ho. And usually that's 3.5 hour drive. However, we hit traffic because of the time we left. I think we left Accra at like 4-ish p.m. and we didn't get to Ho until pretty much 11 p.m. We stopped on the way to eat some dinner, but that took maybe 40 minutes. And then the rest of the time was literally just being stuck in traffic in Accra. So I was super tired when we came. I didn't even shower. I just washed my face, brushed my teeth, got into bed, and then finally, as soon as I'm able to actually sleep, of course my body was like, what do you mean sleep? It's 4 p.m. right now, back home. So I didn't fall asleep until maybe 1:32. And so by the time and then I woke up around like 5:45. And then I was in and out from then until 9. So I just decided to call it a day. I'm like, I'm not getting any more sleep. So let's just go ahead and get the day started. I went out into the living room area. I think everybody's sort of gone to work, to school. So I'm going to look around, make some breakfast, and yeah, today I need to get some paperwork done for some things. So I'll do that. And then, yeah, I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later. Oh, I didn't even talk about why I'm here in Ghana. So I'm here as part of my World Medicine Pathway. We have to do a global health experience or project. And you could have done that, back in Cleveland, or you can do something abroad. So I and a few others in my class here decided to go abroad. I, of course, wanted to come back home. So I am doing a project that is centered around making like a little video, or I call it a mini documentary, that is shedding light on the work of community health workers, just how the system works, their journeys, their impact, going out into the community and just seeing them at work. So that is what I'm essentially doing. Richard was kind enough to help me coordinate that in terms of getting people who would agree to be part of the documentary. So we're gonna start that whole journey tomorrow, and I won't be able to really vlog. I'm going to be using this camera, obviously, to record the videos. So I'll get as much behind the scenes as I can when we're not using it for that. But yes, that is why I am here. And then towards the end, I will be spending some time at the regional hospital here in the pediatrics ward, just seeing how peds is done in Ghana. As you know, or you might not know, I'm applying pediatrics, or I applied pediatrics for residency. So this is right up my alley. And then the last week that I'm here, I'm going to be back in Accra, just spending time with family and, I don't know, sightseeing and doing all the things. So that is why I'm here. My hair, I wanted to say, as soon as I landed, Ghana looked at my silk press and said, I raise you a joker. Okay. My hair swelled up, poofed up, silk press wear. The humidity is very high, so I was not surprised. And I wasn't really expecting to wear my hair out like that, in like a silk press style down and about. So this morning, I just put it up in a style that will just be out of my face, not make me hot. And yeah, hopefully it looks good. I may even have to take like an official government picture today, so that's why I was like, okay, I need to do something with the hair, and then I will go back to my regular wash and go this weekend. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm hungry. I'm going to see if I can't figure out breakfast. Also, sorry if you can hear the woman who is singing or having church. It started about 8:30. Someone got on a microphone and just started singing for an hour. So apologies about that, but welcome to Ghana. I am going to eat breakfast and then I'll check in with you guys later, whenever that is. All right, hi everyone. It is about 2:30 on Wednesday, January something. I don't remember the dates anymore. We have just finished day one of our interviews, or of the interviews. Everyone was very lovely, willing to chat, you know, be honest about the good and the bad. So that went well. Interviewed 4 people today. We are currently on our way back to Hull. We traveled about 2 hours. Was it north, south, west, or what? East, south of Hull. And we bought a chicken, guys. Richard wanted a chicken. So we bought a chicken at one of the marketplaces that we went to. I'll try to show I'll try to show you. It's in the back in a rubber bag tied up, alive. This is Ghana living at its finest. Yeah, the chicken here also tastes. Also, welcome to Ghana Roads. The chicken tastes different here for sure. They're smaller, but they taste better. Richard says I'm going to kill this chicken. I am not. I told him he's gonna have to wait till Kingdom Come if he's gonna wait for me to kill the chicken. And then what else did you? Oh, bought some palm oil in the village as well. So, oh, and pineapple. Anyways, just wanted to update you. Not much else is happening. Just gonna go back home now. And yeah, pretty much call it a day. So that's all we're up to. I'll check in with you guys later. Oh, hello again, y'all. It is almost 7:30 now, and just to round out the day, the light is off. We have light off. It happened about 5 minutes ago, and it's funny because when I first came here, the water was off, like they turned off the water, so we didn't have running water. And then finally, 2.5 days in, the water comes on this afternoon, and of course we get light off tonight. Hopefully it comes back tonight, and it's only, you know, a few minutes. But right now I'm using my selfie light, which thank God I packed. I almost didn't, because I was like, oh, why would I need a selfie light for the interviews? But look at that. God is good. I brought it because I didn't bring a flashlight, so I'm gonna be using this as my flashlight while I'm here. So just wanted to update you on the adventures. Richard has killed the chicken. He's cleaning it now outside. What a day. Just what a day. You can't make this stuff up. Hello. Apologies for the angle if it's not very good. I'm doing my best with what I got. It is Saturday, January 25th at 10:53 a.m. Just finished washing my hair. And don't mind the mess around me, y'all. It's whatever. I think the last time I checked in with you guys was last week after the light off. So I figured I would just catch you guys up, which I know is not as fun as like showing you what I'm doing in real time, but hopefully as I explain, you'll understand why I haven't really been filming full time. And just so you know, I'm going in with Mousse Steph from The Do as my styler. That is what I decided I would be using when in Ghana. And if you follow me, you know that I pretty much use all The Do products for my styling, but I, for my wash and goes, primarily use B Girl. Swear down by it. It has the best hold. This one doesn't have as strong a hold, but I knew that if I didn't want to be bothered with, you know, trying to find a dryer here, because my Dyson won't work in Ghana with the voltage, I was better off using a foam, and this one is like a medium hold. So it gives me like 5 days of wear before I have to put it up in a puff. So that's what I pretty much did last week. Ooh, I have an eye booger. Ugh. I think. There we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh, not me getting that in my eye. Okay, so let's start off. So after that light off on last week, Wednesday or Thursday, I forget, we kept having light offs for like 2 days afterwards. And it was Richard and his wife, Cynthia, they were saying, you know, usually we don't really get light offs like that. But for whatever reason, something was happening with the power company, with the electrical company. So, yeah, we were just experiencing light offs. The good thing is they don't last that long. They only last like 30 minutes, 40 minutes maximum. And even last night, around midnight, we lost power, but it literally came on in 10 minutes. So, yeah, we kept experiencing light offs. The water, I don't think it's been shut off since then, which is good. So we've had running water. And then last weekend on Saturday, I went to the village close by here where my aunt and uncle live. So not my real aunt and uncle, but like really close family friends who we really do consider them like family. Have known them since, maybe not since birth, but since I was like little. They have a place in a crowd, but they have another place here where my auntie's village is, or like where she's from. And so got to visit them. And I didn't vlog because I just wanted, like, I haven't seen them in 4 years or so. And I just really wanted to, you know, spend quality time with them. And obviously, like, it's their home. I didn't really feel comfortable vlogging there, but all we did was just like talk a lot. We went out to Sky Lounge, which is here in the Volta region in Hull, and we had some dinner Saturday night. Yeah, because she picked me up Saturday morning. We just like shot the breeze. I got to meet her mom, who's still with us, and her sister, and I got to meet my uncle's family members as well, like his niece and his brother. So that was really nice. And then that night we went out to Sky Lounge, as I said, and we had dinner. And my God, they served. I ordered fried rice. My aunt and I ordered fried rice, and my fried rice portion was so humongous. I still have some in the fridge, which by now I don't even think it's good. And then my coleslaw order was like also humongous. And my aunt and uncle ordered different things, but both ordered a side of tilapia. And that tilapia, no lie, was like this big and fat. And even they were like, I've never seen tilapia this big at the restaurant. And apparently they were out of all the little ones, so they just got the really big ones. I had to even help my auntie like make a dent in hers, and still, like, I think they both took home at least half of the fish because it was so big. So that was Saturday. And then Sunday we went to church. I went to their local church, and it was all in Ewe, which is my, like, that's the language I speak, or I'm supposed to speak. That's like my tribe, our language is Ewe. And I can understand a lot of it. I can't speak a lot of it though. But this was like the real Ewe. You know how immigrants, you'll understand, like your parents can speak Ewe or whatever language, and it's usually the same vocabulary and rotation, right? But this was like the real, I mean, they were talking about scripture, and I said, oh. And so my auntie had to just be whispering in my ear every so often, like what the whole thing was about. And there was the Ewe Bible, which she had downloaded, and it had like the Ewe Bible on one side and the English translation on the other. So she gave me that so that I could follow, because they read the scripture in Ewe. Like everything was in Ewe, the praise songs in Ewe, everything Ewe. So that was quite an experience. And then after that, we like came home, quickly changed, and then we went to a birthday party for one of their close friends, and she was really lovely. I really enjoyed getting to meet her. Mama Jane, or I guess Auntie Jane, super lovely person. And yeah, we just ate, talked. Ghanaians are so funny, man. Our people are so funny. Laughed a lot. There was a cat that terrorized me. Okay. But I said, so basically there was an outside area where like they set up the food and then chairs to eat under this, tree to get some shade and breeze because it's just been so hot. And at first it was cool. There were chickens around clucking. I was like, ain't no problem. And then I'm seeing this cat slink its way around in between people's feet, hoping for, a drop of the fufu or the rice or something. And my auntie was like, oh, don't worry, it won't come next to us because we're not eating. We had came earlier than everybody else, and so we went into the birthday woman's house and ate and like talked for a long time before the party actually got underway. And she was like, oh, don't worry, we're not eating, so the cat's not gonna come near us. Guess what came near me? The cat. And if you don't know me, I don't do well with a lot of animals. I'm scared. I like them, but I'm scared of them. I don't know what it is about my personality, but that's just who I am. So I endured for a long time. Some guy was like, hey, don't be scared. I mean, he was so worried for me. He's like, oh, don't be scared. You just relax. And I actually comported myself pretty well. Like, I wasn't making a scene. Like, I just would stand up and walk to a different side of where the cat was. Then he was like, oh, please don't be scared. After a while, like, he kept looking back at me. He's like, I just want to make sure you're okay. Now that the cat is not here, I just want to make sure you're cool. And I was like, I'm okay. And so then the cat came back and it was near. I said, you know what? I have control. Some situations you don't have control, but this situation I do. So I went inside the house and I had my Kindle and I was just no, I didn't have my Kindle, but I read on my phone. I was like, why am I enduring and suffering for what? No. So did that. We stayed there for like 5 or 6 hours before we went home, and then we watched some TV. Got to watch Date Rush, which is a Ghanaian show that I've heard about but never watched, and boy, it was a time. It was very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing this week's episode. It airs on Sundays with Giovanni Caleb. What a name. Is the host, that's the host's name. And we just talked. But also, this was Sunday, January 19th. So this was the day that TikTok got banned. Now, context, let's rewind a little bit. My aunt and uncle pretty much only used their data at their house. They did have Wi-Fi, and I asked for it the first night, and I only used it for like a couple hours. And then the plan was I was supposed to return Sunday back to Ho, it's like 12 minutes away from where I'm currently staying, in Ho. And so the plan was I was supposed to come on Sunday, and I was like, okay, no problem, right? Like, it's fine. So on Saturday, when I got on the Wi-Fi, I was like doom scrolling, just getting my last fix of TikTok before it would be banned come Sunday, because I knew I wasn't even going to have internet access on Sunday. So I was like, okay, this is my last hurrah. So let me just, scroll and try to save some videos and stuff. So I did that. And then Sunday I was like, oh no, TikTok is gone. But like, I had no internet. I have data, but I have a second phone here, which is my mom's phone that she keeps in Ghana. But like, none of my accounts are downloaded on there, and I just don't feel like re-downloading. I tried to do eSIM when I was in Accra. It wasn't working. So I tried to do the hotspot from the Samsung phone to my iPhone, and the service in the village was not that great to be able to do that with. And so I really wasn't able to be online for anything like WhatsApp, iMessage, nothing. Like, nothing was coming through. And I also didn't want to use my what do you call it? You're like roaming, you know, from Verizon where you pay like $10 or $12. So basically I had no access to the internet on Sunday, so I don't know what happened, right? I didn't know what happened until Monday. I actually stayed over another night with them, and then we came back Monday afternoon. And so when we came back here, my phone connected to the Wi-Fi, and then I found out that TikTok had indeed been deleted. Oh no, I lied. Monday morning, the news, Ghana News, they were covering that TikTok had indeed gone offline, but I don't remember if they said it had come on. There's something in my eye. Sorry if there's stuff in my eye. I can't remember if they said it's come on, but definitely it was there. They had showed that it had gone off, so I knew it had. So I log on to my phone once I'm back in whole, and I'm like, okay, like what's good? Come to find out, okay, if you're in the US, you know what happened. It left for like a few hours, and then that was pretty much it. It came back for at least 90 days. We'll see what happens. So got to see that, and then I caught up on all the drama of, you know, people that had made their, since TikTok is leaving, you know, like spilling their secrets basically, and the people being like, how do you feel? How do you look right now? So did all of that. So that was Monday. TikTok is back, enjoying it. Monday was also inauguration day, which I couldn't care less about. Cared about Martin Luther King Day though, so did, you know, spend time commemorating that. But of course, Ghana News was covering some of it, and then Richard here has like international channels as well, like Nickelodeon, Disney, CNN, all that stuff. So he put it to CNN at night because it was night for us when the festivities were going on. And in the background it was on, so I like kind of watched it but not really. I won't even speak about that. I feel like y'all already know how I feel. So that was Monday, and then Tuesday, I'm trying to think. I didn't really do much. I think maybe went to the office for a little bit. Didn't do anything much. No, I lie. Hey, Tuesday, whoosh. Tuesday, hold on, I feel something is in my eye. I just want to get it out. Just make sure there's nothing in my eye. Okay, so Tuesday, oh my gosh, my eye. So Tuesday, I did the things I needed to do in order to get my Ghana passport so that I would have dual citizenship. And that was a time. The thing about Ghana and a lot of African countries is like you need to know somebody who works in whatever area or place you're trying to get something done to like grease the wheels a little bit. So that's what we had to do. I went to the passport office, I filled everything out, printed it, signed it, had my paperwork, and then they were like, no, you need your birth certificate, which I didn't have because my mom said I wouldn't need it, so I didn't bring it. And then I had to like call my parents. We had to, and then they were like, no, you need a Ghana card before you do the passport. So we had to go to the whole Ghana card office for them to do it. And they're like, yeah, you need your birth certificate. So then I had to call my parents, and it was like 5 a.m. Originally when we got there, it was still like 4:30 a.m. on their end. So I waited until it was 5, and I called my mom just on, a wish and a prayer that she would pick up to send me a copy of my birth certificate, even though they're like, you need the original to certify that you're Ghanaian, right? Mind you, I had my old Ghana passport and everything. So like, they definitely know I'm Ghanaian, but still, they have to do their due process. So thankfully, my mom picked up, and my dad was able to scan it in to me. And I think after about 2 hours, I got my Ghana card. And then after that, we had to come back to the passport office to actually do the passport stuff. And that took another 2 hours or so. So I think the whole thing in total took 4.5, almost 5 hours, which is not bad to do two things. And that was, again, with people greasing the wheels. Like, somebody from the passport office called someone at the Ghana card office to be like, hey, we're sending you a girl. She's coming for, XYZ, so if you can just help her. So very grateful for that we knew people who could help us. So passport is done. And then there was a whole hullabaloo because my original passport was wrong with how they did my name. They had my middle name and then my first name. And they're like, so is your name Deborah this, or is it this Deborah? And I was like, it's Deborah this. And they were like, well, it was just crazy. It was crazy. But it's all done. Took my photo, which I'm not even really that happy with, but you know what? Screw it. Like, it's fine. I was just so happy to be done. Like, I was over that day and that process. So that is done. My auntie's going to do her stuff in Accra so that hopefully when I go back next week, we can just go pick it up. And that way I will not have to get a visa anytime I need to come to the US. Anytime I need to come to Ghana. That was Tuesday. Wednesday, I didn't do much. I don't think I did anything. Thursday, what did I do? Thursday. Oh, Wednesday we were supposed to go for interviews, but it didn't work out on there, and they were doing some like review or stuff, so we didn't go. We canceled that, and then we went on. It was rescheduled for Friday, so we went yesterday. That's what I did. I'm done with all but one interview. Very exciting. Really lovely people that I met yesterday. And then Thursday, I don't think I did anything. Oh, Thursday I edited a video, responded to emails, did stuff for school. Like, had a very productive, just like face the computer screen and work sort of thing. So a video should be coming out this Sunday, the 26th, which will be my first time silk pressing or straightening my hair. And yeah, that that leads us to today. So yes, now I'm just doing my hair. It's been about 20 minutes of yapping at you, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this. I'm gonna let it air dry. That's what I did last week. Since it's Hamatan season, it's so hot here. It will take a few hours to dry since I'm not going to be sitting in the direct sun, and it's a bit cloudy today than it normally has been. Anyway, so gonna do that, have some breakfast, and then I think I'm supposed to go with Cynthia, Richard's wife, to like an event for nurses and doctors and something. It's just like a party or something, and she invited me to go with her, but that's this afternoon after she comes off of work. So we'll do that. I don't know how much I'll be able to vlog, but that is what I'm up to today. And I will check in with you guys a little bit later.
you even in it? You're so little. There you go. Can they see you?
Smile.
Here, smile.
Hello. Say hello. We've pretty much eaten the fufu, but it was that big. Richard's almost halfway done.
Hey y'all, real time Deb here. There's a little bit of a disconnect between the clip you just saw and the clips you're about to see, so I just wanted to come on and explain what happened in that interim period. So actually, I got food poisoning on the very last day of my week in the clinic. So I don't think I got any clips of that, but of the 3 weeks that I was in Ho, the first 2 weeks were for conducting the interviews, and the third week I spent in the children's ward at the Ho Municipal Hospital, shadowing / working with the pediatrician that they have on staff there. And so that was Monday through Friday, but on Thursday we had gone to drop off someone who would come to visit Richard and his family, like their family member. And on the way back, we decided to get some rice and salad and all that stuff. And I had eaten salad in Ghana at this point, I think twice before, and I was totally fine. Have never had an issue with eating salad, but I think the problem was this is from a street vendor, which I should have clocked that a little bit earlier and stayed away from the salad. But I'm essentially sure that that's what got me the food poisoning, and I woke up between the hours of midnight and 6 or 8. I was vomiting every 2 hours. It was freaking clockwork. And it wasn't any cute demure. No, it was with everything within me. I was like, get this out of my body. Cynthia, Richard's wife, also didn't feel great after eating the night before, but hers wasn't as bad as mine, and so I had to not go. I couldn't go for my last day to the hospital on Friday, and unfortunately, I didn't have my attending's number, and so there was no way for me to communicate with them that I wouldn't be able to come in. And we were supposed to have my exit interview or exit meeting that day at 11, and I was like, I sincerely hope that they figure out that I'm not here, or that they call me, because they had my number but I didn't have theirs. So the coordinator person reached out to me and texted me. Was like, hey, we were supposed to meet at 11, but come to find out you didn't even come today. And then I explained to him the situation, and he was like, oh my god, I feel really bad. Do you need to come into the hospital to get rehydrated? Because I wasn't able to keep anything down. I couldn't eat. Richard got me ORS, or oral rehydration solution. I barely drank that, barely had water. I got fufu and light soup just to see if I could keep that down. No, I had no appetite. I was just I don't want anything to enter my body today. But we ended up having the exit interview over Zoom, and the attending, we finally exchanged numbers, and she had felt really bad. We couldn't even take a picture together because I had such grand plans for that last day. I was like, oh, we can take a picture together, maybe exchange other contact information. I wanted to take some footage for you guys of the hospital, but none of that happened. So yeah. But thankfully it only lasted about 24 hours. The next day I still felt a little bit symptomatic, but I was able to eat a little bit, and then by the next day I was totally fine. So it was short-lived, which I'm really grateful for. So that all happened Thursday night into Friday. Friday was my sickest. Saturday was the day I was leaving Ho to go to Accra, which is where most of my family lives. I was staying with my aunt, and so Richard and I drove out there, And the last week I had in Accra, honestly, I didn't vlog much. You'll see what I was up to, but really it was time for me to spend with my family and visit like extended family that I don't get to see or talk to very often. It was a time of relaxation, so there's not much footage. I think if you want to see like more like touristy things, you'll have to go all the way back in the archives to some of my first videos, because that was when we were doing a lot of exploration and things like that. So if you're interested in that, I'm sure there are other vlogs that have more of that content, but that was what happened between the clip you just saw and the clips you're about to see when I'm in Accra. I think that's pretty much it. I'm trying to make sure I remember everything. If I've forgotten something and as I'm editing I need to add it in, I'll just add a little text at the bottom. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Hope you've enjoyed the vlog so far, and I'm gonna stop talking now and take you back to, by now we're in February, I'm pretty sure. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, February 4th. At this point, you'll have figured out that I'm back in Accra. I am here until Friday, just then I leave. And today I am getting ready to head out for a nail appointment at Polished Beauty Bar. I saw Nana posting about this and I was like, let me enjoy small. So my Uber's on its way. I just have to eat breakfast and then I'll head over. And then after that, I'm going to head over to a shop named Talency, which is a clothing brand. I've seen them on Instagram via Hyatt and a few other people. And I was like, well, since I'm here, I may as well just order something. And I asked, they were basically like, I got in contact with them and they were like, is there any way you can come in store and try it? And actually, the Polished Beauty Bar is like an 8-minute or so drive from where the Talency store is. So from there, I'm just gonna head to the store to try on the dress and then hopefully pick it up. That way I don't have to ship it to the US, which is great. I don't know what my hair is doing. Like what, hello, hi. I can't be bothered to fix it, but I just wanted to check in. I'll see if I can vlog my experience, obviously based on the store's preference and all. And I hope this Uber doesn't mess me up. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, hopefully I can vlog a little bit of today, show you what the stores look like, how my experience is. Oh, and then before I go, let me show you what my nails look like. So this is what they look like. Sorry if they're ashy. Why am my hands are my hands shaking? I don't know what's going on, but can you see? Hopefully that's in focus. That's what that one looks like. And I'm just gonna do a biop, build it in a bottle, and try to keep like pretty much this length. Probably this hand can go down a little bit since it's gonna, you know, grow out. I don't want it too long. Y'all know I like short nails. So that is the plan for today. I will bring you along for as much of it as possible. And I'll touch base with you guys when we are at Polished Beauty Bar. Okay, y'all. It is what, almost 2 o'clock now. My phone is somewhere. I am back home from running my errands. This is what the nails came out. I think I already showed you guys what they came out like. I'm really happy with them. Y'all know I have. Hopefully you can see. Can you see? Y'all know I don't really like getting my nails done by people, because I just like to do them myself. I know what I like. But Mercy was very sweet. If you ever go to Polished Beauty Bar or Polished Nail Bar, the Labon location. Thank you, Rooster. Ask for my girl Mercy. She was very lovely. And then I didn't really get that much footage, I don't think, of me actually trying on the dress at Talensi. But really, really nice location. The retail manager was nice as well. Ended up getting the dress. I almost didn't, because I thought the strap was a little bit tight, and it might have been a little bit tight in the chest area, but then just like had to finesse, and it ended up being fine. And there was actually room on like the waist, you know, if I get bigger or anything like that. So I was like, you know what, let me get it. It's the last dress in production. Like, it's the last size 10 dress, like UK size 10. The other dress that was in stock was, I think, a size, they didn't have 12. I think the next one they had was size 16 UK, which would have been way too big for me. So glad I got it. Like, I was like, are you guys gonna come back with it so that maybe I try the 12? And she was like, yeah, the material that we used for this dress, like, is no more. So basically this is the end of the run of its run. So I was like, you know what, let me just get it. I might regret it. I've been eyeing this for a few months. So went ahead and did that. So now I'm back home, gonna drink some water, have some lunch, and then I don't know, I think my other auntie might be coming around to say hello later on today. I also need to go see my cousin who's in university. So I don't know if I'm going to do that later today or tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's kind of busy, so I may do that Thursday. I'm saying I don't know what we're doing. English. I don't know what we're doing for the rest of the day, but if anything exciting happens, I will certainly show you. But yeah, very happy with how today went. And again, I will link all the places I went to down below if you're interested. Okay, bye. Y'all, okay, I am a hot, sweaty mess. Look at the oil on my face from, well, the sunscreen also doesn't help, but Ghana is so hot, you guys. Ghana is hot, okay? So we just came back. We went out to buy some things for my parents, and then I wanted to pick up a little something for my roommate, Liesl. So we went to the Accra, is it Art Center? We just go to the center. I'll write the name on the screen. And it's like, I got some footage. I'm pretty sure it's near like where a lot of the government stuff is, like Accra proper. Yeah, it's called the center, and they have like, if you need souvenirs, that's where you go. Things are. So yeah, I just wanted to buy a cute little souvenir, which I did. This is it. Super cute. There's like, there's a meaning where it's like, life is precious, the life being the egg, and it's very cute. I met up with one of my dad's my parents' old friends there. We were in and out. I would have recorded more, but we were like, we were walking. Okay, we were not playing games. And it was just crowded, a lot of people, but I'm sure if you're really seeking to see what it looks like, you could probably find stuff online. So we did that, and then we went to Papaya, which, if you're a Ghanaian, you know papaya. Now, some people may not like it. I love it. And every time I come to Ghana, I must have papaya. Just once. I just need one good fixing of papaya. So we bought that, which after I change, I'm gonna go eat, and I'll sort of like unbox that and not eat that with you, but like I'll just show you what it looks like. It's basic, it's fried rice, but it's, I don't know what it is about papaya fried rice that is just, it gives me all the feels of like being back home and being a kid again. So we picked that up, and I think that's it. So I'm going to change into some house clothes, go eat some papaya, and then tonight I'm just gonna hang out with my cousin and my uncle downstairs, and yeah, just kick back. So let me go change, show you the papaya, and then I'll probably just see you guys tomorrow after that. Okay, y'all, sorry for the lighting, but I'll change. And this is papaya. Don't mind my aunt, she's making noises in the background, okay? Who? You! This is papaya. This is the container. Okay. You also get your coleslaw and the famous papaya shito. Oops, hold on. Which, if you don't know what shito is, it's a spicy stew. No, it's not spicy per se, but it's like, it's a black stew that's made from, like, it's a shrimp base. You can watch recipes online. And then this is their logo on their napkin. Okay, so let's go ahead and open it up. I'm gonna try to do this as best as possible. Oop, you can't see, sorry. Okay. And this is it. It's pretty basic. In, you know, reality, it's just fried rice and chicken. You can either get it grilled or fried. I got mine fried just because why not be unhealthy every once in a while, but it smells the exact same. I'm gonna do a little taste test before I go sit down and eat. Okay, let's test. Okay, let's test this baby out. Just like I remember. All right, I'm gonna go eat and I'll check in with you guys later, which will probably be tomorrow. Bye. Okay, the lighting's kind of weird, but okay, guys, we just got some pizza from Pizza Up. It got you in it, but Pizza In. Okay, must be the pizza. Oops, sorry. That's what it looks like. I'm hopeful that it's gonna taste normal, but let's see. Okay. I did this with papaya. I was like, let me see if the food. Oh, it was good.
I'm surprised.
Oh, because it hasn't been tasting good.
Yes, for sometimes I'm like, what's going on? I think it's very good.
Woo! This is okay.
Is it good? Pretty good.